Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cunch of Bunts. This is episode 4, and today I will be hosting for you. My name is Lars, the Destroyer of Souls, and I'm joined today by Ash, Jake, and Paul.
Hey.
Say hello, guys.
Hey.
Hey, all right?
A Tin Man.
Cool. So, I think it's become a bit of a tradition now, even though we're on like episode 4, to do a bit of icebreakers. What you reckon, boys?
I'm excited to hear what you got.
Right. I completely made these up myself because I thought they were funny.
You didn't go to Christian icebreakers like I did then?
No, I did. I thought about it, but I thought, no, I'm going to make some funny ones up. Even though the ones on Christian icebreakers are like fucking hilarious.
You'll hear that tomorrow, Paul. Don't worry.
Okay.
Right. So I think we'll start with you, Ash, then, because you're always the one giving these sort of icebreakers out, so you can have one from me.
It's quite strange to do this without my little notebook in front of me.
What little notebook?
I got pages, man. Those last 3 episodes are about 15 pages.
Publish a book prepped.
Yeah. I'll send a picture now. Go on then, what's my icebreaker?
Right, Ash.
Yeah.
If you could be a police officer or a drug lord, what would you choose?
I'm gonna pull one of your tricks now. I'm gonna choose both. All right.
Both.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the bentest cop ever. All right.
Okay.
So policeman by day just to abuse the power, drug dealer by night for the money. And then
All right.
Eventually both things cross over and it'll end like filth. Have you seen that film?
No, I haven't.
Where I end up hanging myself to the Sound of Joy division.
So, like, if you were both, what would you do if, like, one of your, like, colleagues, like, discovered you were both and wanted to hand you in?
It
I
depends.
was just going to say the same.
Depends which side of the colleagues, caught me.
They can't be bought.
So I'm the only bent copper in the fucking district.
Hey, this is your choice.
Okay. Well, I suppose I'd have to lean more to the drug dealer solution, which would be to whack them.
All right, to put it in perspective here, what's that film with Denzel Washington where he's like the bent cop and he has his like colleague who won't be bought?
I don't know. Training Day?
Yeah, it could be. And like the other cop who like refuses to take any money or be a bent cop, that's the guy who's coming after you.
Yeah, he's going to be 6 foot under then.
6 foot under.
Yeah. And I'd probably just think, well, abusing power was fun, but I'll stick to being a drug dealer.
All right then, fair enough.
Good little hobby.
Right, well, that was interesting. Right, I'll move on to Jake next. Are you ready, Jake?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Right then, Jake, if you climbed a tree, a really big tree, and couldn't get down, who would you call for help?
Probably the fire brigade.
So you just call the fire brigade, yeah?
Yeah, probably.
I
don't know.
I'm glad
I
you
wouldn't
didn't
trust
say
any of the
police.
boys.
So, okay, let's put this scenario here. You call the fire brigade. What do you say to them?
Help! I'm stuck up a tree.
And they say, how big is the tree? What do you say?
Too big.
Too big.
And they're going to say, how did you get up there?
I don't know.
You don't know? All right, at this point, Jake, they're going to think you're prank calling them and they hang up. So who else do you call?
I'll phone Paul, actually, because he's tall.
I was going to say, I'm glad you never asked me this question, because naturally I could just step down from the tree.
All right, I like that answer. Right, okay. I'll take it.
Wait, guys, let's put a bit in perspective here now, because naturally they don't know me. I'm 6'6", and naturally that's why he's phoning me. So
that is the size of the tree.
You fucked the tree 6'7".
3 foot.
3 foot. Yeah, smooth dwarf.
So Paul, I've got an icebreaker question here for you.
Oh, you go on. Hit me with it.
This is your debut on the show, so I made yours extra special.
Oh, go on.
Right.
Maybe with a face, neck, and chest with it.
Would you trade your ball sack in the game for unlimited credit?
Oh.
No.
No, I'm thinking about it, guys. Ooh, that's an interesting question.
I'm talking, you get to the counter, you slap your sack on, you get a hatchet out and say, right, can we do this?
Yeah, straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up. I don't need any more kids. I got one of my own. I'm already game face on for this one. Freaking, where's the hatchet? Freaking,
You don't get any anesthetic, and they fucking
just give me some TCP. Genuine. I'll lob it straight on the freaking. I'll lob it straight on. Freaking unlimited credit in game. Fucking hell, that'd be incredible. Can you imagine how much I'd be able to shaft them? Literally shaft them when they're taking my own ball sack.
You won't be able to jizz anymore, though.
Like, probably just dust.
Dust.
Freaking, it'd be like puffing air.
And spiders.
Honda. Yeah, actually, you wouldn't be able to come with it, but still, you'd be able to piss. Freaking, so naturally, it does one of the jobs it's meant for down there. So,
but you wouldn't be able to walk straight ever again.
Oh yeah, can you imagine a 6'6" guy fucking walking straight? Fucking, I hardly do that already.
All right, fair enough. To be honest, I thought you'd go with the cut the sack off because it's unlimited credit.
Oh fuck yeah, man, genuine.
Do you know, my hatred for game is so strong. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't even cut my I wouldn't even cut my nail off them to get unlimited credit there.
Yeah, but it'd be unlimited credit. Well, you're gonna end up shafting them for everything they have.
They've already shafted me, I don't need to shaft them back.
So I can imagine you Ash walking up to the counter, slapping your sack on the counter, and then peeling it off and saying, "No thanks, boys."
No, leaving a ball just like a ball stain on the desk, like.
No, I give him a bit of fucking gunk on the desk, but that's about it. It'd be hard to get.
Jake's loving that one. All right then, those are the icebreakers, boys.
Good.
So we're going to move on a little bit now to get some topics on the go that we can all discuss together and get some opinions on. So the first topic I wanted to bring up because we have 3 wrestling fans here is wrestling, obviously.
Wrestling.
So I know Ash isn't really into wrestling.
No.
So my first little question is to Jake and Paul is explain the wrestling to a person who knows nothing about it.
Who hasn't seen it since 1998, and
who's that's a hard question.
Whose only knowledge is.
That's all you need to know these days. An RKO out of nowhere.
To be quite honest, Rick, you know a lot more than what I expected you to know. Just to know that theme tip, you pretty much know John Cena.
I know the meme. You can't see this,
And his name is John Cena.
Yeah.
Jake, do you wanna have a shot at it first? Try and explain it to Ash.
Oh, well, basically, it's muscular men hugging.
I'm on board so far.
With together, and a lot of talking. A lot of currently WWE is a bit very I don't know.
It sounds like you're describing like a gay porn parody.
Basically,
it's not far off. Especially when you literally lob in that it's men in spandex that fly around a ring that make sure they pin each other on the floor for 3 seconds.
Half naked.
Yeah. Who are brutally freaking ripped. So yeah, it just literally sounds like a fucking clean off condom.
So is that your explanation, Paul? There is that how you explain?
It's not far off it, genuine. Genuine, you lob a promo on that, you got WWE.
Jake sounds like he's using a time phone.
He was in dial-up yet.
So Ash, do you feel like you know wrestling a bit better? Or do you want him to go a bit deeper?
Well, I think if I were to try and look up further research of my own from what you've told me,
yeah,
I would.
I don't think you'll have that results.
No, I'd see a lot.
So
a lot of stretched sphincters. That's what I'd see.
If you take Jake's definition, muscular men talking to each other, and Google that.
I'm going to.
I think.
All right, here we go.
I think gay porn's going to come up. 2-1 gay porn.
I hope Lucy doesn't see my fucking search history. I'm a slow typer.
Have you got anything up?
Yeah, a stock image.
Yeah.
Of 2 men punching each other.
Well, okay, that would
Wrestling?
most probably go to boxing
And-
as well.
A lot of articles of why women like muscular men.
Oh, well, you should close that because.
So in other words, gay porn.
Hang on. Oh, hang on, here's a good one. 15 things gay men need to stop doing.
I told you.
A handy guide to gay men. So, there we are. It looks like quite a rabbit hole.
So, what do you
second.
think all wrestling fans secretly are gay?
There could be some Freudian like sort of stuff there. But
Could be
I don't
an
know why.
attraction.
Oh, a picture of The Rock has come up as well. I know him. Too.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Jake gave an adequate explanation there for a picture of the Rock. Yeah.
We've got actual wrestling.
Yeah, but winner, right? Okay, lob in then men with spandex and see where that comes up.
That's gonna be more my wheelhouse. That's just gonna be like superheroes.
Yeah.
Men
Yeah,
with
but is it though? Freaking men with spandex that fly around a ring and sound like a ripped condom. Freaking, I think it pretty much covers all WWE.
my Facebook like AdSense is gonna be fucked after this. oh, hang on. 4 bodybuilders in spandex tops that are superhero themed. Hang on, let's see what the articles are on this. A lot of like spandex for men websites to sell. Men
Spandex?
Top
Just
10.
out of interest, how much are the spandex?
Tell you now. Oh no, that's a Tumblr page. Get off it.
Ah,
Men in
Lars, do I need to ask that question? Why are you asking that?
I don't know.
No.
It's in Spanish.
oh, okay.
William Raúl, no me hablo en inglés.
Oh no, sorry, Portuguese. I just offended maybe. I got to go off this now before my
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna go into Facebook to see how it's affected my ads. You guys carry on.
Okay. So this question is more based around Jake and Paul.
Okay.
Do you boys think the wrestling business will be as popular as it is now in 20 years' time? If it's still around in 20 years, do you think it'll still be here?
Yeah.
I think it will.
Well, fuck
Say
it.
again, Jake?
Here we go, let's come back.
I think it might be more popular.
In 20 years?
Did they just give you the electrocution treatment in Guantanamo Bay, Jake?
No, I think it might be more popular in 20 years. I think WWE would be less popular. I think sort of stuff like the New Japan wrestling and maybe more of the indie stuff is going to
More the independent scene sort of gonna...
maybe...
Yeah, maybe.
come through.
Freaking, I think WWE will still be kicking only because of what they've done to keep WWE keep flowing with NXT, all that kind of stuff. So naturally, yeah, WWE will still be kicking in 20 years' time because of the base they've made WWE on now these days. But at the same time as well, is that will it still be as popular as it is? Who knows? Genuine, it seems to hit a new market every single year, and we've said this now for how many years? So, freaking, it seems to still kick into the billions per year.
Do you think they still make money off the network, or do you think they lose money off it?
No, I think they're making money left, right, and centre because they've signed New Japan Wrestling and all that kind of stuff to be coming on it very soon.
Aren't their
Is
live
it?
streams like the most pirated thing on the internet? Like they're like the big events they have like SummerSlam and stuff like that. Isn't that like one of the most pirated things next to Game
I
of
think it
Thrones?
was when Sky was leading the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Now they got the network for so cheap because the pay-per-views are lobbing in, was it about 15 quid per pay-per-view?
Yeah, 15,
now
16.
for $9.99 you can get the network that gives you every pay-per-view that's in a month. So it's 2 pay-per-views per month and all
in
the
history.
network. Yeah, and in history. So I think now it's probably decreased exponentially since that point.
Right.
But
Freaking, that's my
Probably
personal
the
opinion.
next part. I
Was that
cancelled the network after the Rumble.
Do you?
Yep. I cancelled it straight after the Rumble.
Ash, would you ever try the 30-day free trial of WWE Network?
I probably would just to see what it's all about, to be honest with you. But isn't like the majority of things between events just filler?
What do you mean now?
Well, it's interesting you say that. I don't know. I think what they do, it does lead to somewhere like further in a storyline. But if you look at it in terms of fillers, I suppose some weeks can be filler. Like nothing much really progresses a storyline. It's weird because it's seen as like the longest series now. Like it's seen as a series, not actually like a TV show, as in the sense of.
like the season ends on WrestleMania. Like WrestleMania is like the ending sequel to that season.
The finale.
Yeah, but at the same time as well is that's one thing, right? A lot of people keep like they're watching Raw, SmackDown. It's become the new little thing they do. But I don't watch any of that. I haven't watched any of that since maybe December, maybe November period, and that's only because the pay-per-views seem to now catch everything per match because they've split it into 2 pay-per-views per month. That is, as SmackDown and Raw, and then during other months, then you got them combined. When you're having the matches, they seem to give you enough information what you've missed before the match has started, so you're kind of up to date when the match has started. So, like, you never feel like you're behind anything that has occurred maybe a week or two that you've missed. So I've stopped watching it, to be honest. I don't need to watch it, I don't think, anymore.
It's sort of like previously on blah.
Yeah, no, pretty much. It's like you start in a new episode, and as you stated, it's like has that monologue running up to it, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm up to date now. Freaking, let's watch the match. And then freaking music hits, and obviously John Cena ends up winning another WWE title.
Is he like the Rock of today then?
Yeah. Just the Rock is more liked.
All right, I got another one for you. What is a heel and what is a face?
All right, okay. Freaking, which one do you want me to freaking answer on that one?
I don't know. I'm not leading. I just don't know.
What you talk through, and a heel at the bottom of your foot.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Jake.
Well, Paul,
that's
you take face, and Jake can take heel.
Right, a babyface, you're pretty much looking at John Cena. He is your...
Oh, he's super babyface.
Yeah, he's super babyface. He's your natural guy who's going to be over with the crowd. People love him. People cheer him each and every week. He's the guy you'll see in the hospitals with the title, kissing every kid. He's the one who'll literally be hugging each and every fan going down the freaking ramp. He's your over babyface, going to be over most occasions.
Superhero.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's a very good interpretation of it. Is naturally being like your Superman or your Spider-Man, pretty much like going down to the ramp.
Right. Okay. Right.
Jake, heel. Jake?
They've taken him off for his torture again.
He's stuck.
He's too busy being waterboarded.
You made
Yeah, Paul, you take heel as well then.
Okay, well, heel then. Freaking heel is pretty much your villain. So it's... in other words, it's pretty much like a comic book. It's like you've always got your villain, you've always got your superhero, and it's vice versa in WWE. They use their own storylines to build their characters up. And obviously a heel is your master villainy, kind of the way they act, the way they talk. They're always against the crowd. The way they come down, they'll snub people. They'll basically, to be honest, it'd be close to spitting on them.
If face is babyface, what's the prefix of heel?
There isn't, it's just heel.
It's just heel and babyface.
So, like, face is just like your general good guy. Babyface is like your good guy, but the crowd loves him.
But
like he's
10.
wet.
Right.
Yeah, but super babyface is times 10.
Right,
That's John Cena.
Right. Yeah. And The Rock these days.
Yeah, when he makes an appearance.
Yeah. But at the same time as well, it's like, what they do as well, what you'll notice quite a lot is that if they've done so much of it, they'll go off injured and mad as well, even though you can't see that, quotated marks injured. Freaking, they'll literally go off for about 2 or 3 weeks. They'll refresh them up, change up their image a tad bit, and they'll bring them back a different caliber of babyface or heel. And in that bracket, then they'll see how the crowd react. The problem is these days that they're doing it so much to different characters. The crowd seem to still cheer the heels.
Right.
And it's not working. Or if, in this sake now, Roman Reigns, you've probably heard that name to an element.
Nope.
That guy used to be a part of the Shield. So whoever's a wrestling fan listening to this podcast would know.
Is that TV series with the Thing?
To be quite honest, freaking, that's better.
To put it in, Ash, think of like a superhero that you think is okay, but like, you don't really care about them. You think they're crap, but they're a superhero.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
You may name one.
Yeah, name one if you can think of one.
Nightwing.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one.
So Nightwing is like, he's pushed in front of people, and they're pushing him so much down your throat for him to be like the main superhero.
Oh shit! The bet. Yeah. No, if that's the analogy you're going for, can I go for a group of characters that is actually,
yeah,
Inhumans?
All right, so Inhumans,
yeah.
they're trying to make Inhumans the next big thing.
Yeah.
So they're pushing it down your throat everywhere. Everybody wants to read Spider-Man, but then when you go pick one up, someone shoves a fucking Inhumans comic in your face.
Right.
So naturally, you're gonna hate it even more.
Right.
Because it's been shoved down your throat so much.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much Roman Reigns in the wrestling business. So when they're pushing him to be the next biggest wrestler, everybody's rejecting him because he's being shoved down our throat so much.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're going for like fucking the smaller guys who are actually fucking good wrestlers, but don't have the same push he has.
Right.
Ziggler, etc.
Exactly.
Yeah. Freaking, but think of like comic book writers for his name has escaped me. How was the legend himself escaping me? What's the famous comic book writer?
I don't know. There's millions.
Stan Lee. Yeah. Freaking, he's back from waterboarding. But Stan Lee.
Jake, you're back.
Take Stan Lee as Vince McMahon. That everything that Stan Lee does, if he wanted to push it down your necks, he could. At the same time as well as obviously he doesn't. But put that in Vince McMahon terms, he's pushing a baby face down your neck when really we want him as a heel because he works better as a heel to the public eye.
Right. Okay.
Freaking, that's pretty much the best way to interpret it anyways.
Okay, so you just described Stan Lee's Just Imagine series from the early 2000s.
But you,
that actually, that's
the thing is, you can't cancel it. It's just ongoing.
Yeah, it's ongoing. And keeps coming in, and nobody's listening to you. Like,
right, okay, all right, okay. So at the moment, I have some degree of an understanding.
So if you watch Monday Night Raw, you'll be right in there. You'll know what we feel.
You know,
be knee deep.
I have listened to some like sort of wrestling podcasts before, and like some things through osmosis do tend to stick. And that era that I last watched, isn't that considered one of the best?
Yeah, the Attitude Era.
Definitely. The Attitude Era. Definitely up there in the best we've ever seen.
Because I mean, if something stuck with me from watching it on like Sky One at like 8 o'clock in the morning on my cereal, then like like what was the other one? Is it Stone Cold? I remember that.
Yeah.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
He's still going, sort of.
Yeah, he's still going. Yeah,
he's still going.
Freaking,
well, he wrestles once a year now.
Well, I wouldn't say that. He's this year freaking Royal Rumble, most probably back in WrestleMania too, and he's been on a couple of SmackDowns and Raws.
But like a full match.
Oh, full match? No, freaking it's pretty much freaking once or twice a year.
Has he shown his face yet?
Yeah. Royal Rumble just gone.
Oh, no, who's the one that didn't show his face? He wore a mask.
Kane.
That's the one. Has he shown his face yet?
Oh yeah, flat out.
Yeah.
He hasn't left, Dash.
He's still going as well.
Yeah.
Still going strong.
Fucking hell, he must be 100 or something.
But he's more behind the scenes now. He operates like more behind the scenes.
Right.
Yeah, like he'll make it a little more freaking. Like if Undertaker comes out, you might see Kane because it makes it a little bit more like the crowd to go wild.
They're brothers.
The destruction.
Right, I was thinking, I'm sure there was some connection between them.
That's the best part to it. They're not even brothers, but yet they made him into this kamikaze of a family. Freaking because. Go on, carry on.
No, I was going to say, are they still in the games as well? Do they still make them?
Yeah.
Every year. They're like sports games, like FIFA 16. You got like WWE 15, 16, 17, 18 next year now.
Didn't the company that make them go bust though?
They bought them out. 2K bought them out, didn't it?
Fucking
2K.
Also, freaking.
All right then, boys. I got another question for you. Moving on now. Do you think the McMahon family will still be in charge of WWE in the next 20 years?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Right, yes in the bracket, then naturally Vince will hand the roles not over to Stephanie, he'll hand it over to Triple H.
He's still going.
Hand it over to Shane.
So in other words, it's in the family, but not at the same time. Because naturally Triple H isn't a part of the family yet, obviously he's fucking the daughter.
He's married to her, mind.
Yeah, I know. He's got 2 kids too, freaking. That's what I mean, he's fucking the daughter.
3.
That's 3, is it? Who's
yeah. All right. What do you think, Jake?
I think Shane will take over, see?
I don't think so.
And the reason I think Shane will take over is because SmackDown, if you notice now with SmackDown's getting a lot of like favors and stuff. If you noticed the
Yeah,
booking
yeah.
and stuff, and I've read some like dirt sheets online and stuff that there's stuff that Triple H is pissed off at the fact that Shane's getting a lot of privileges and stuff. So
Yeah, he's your
I-
son, though, isn't he? He's like the prodigal son that you want to take over
Yeah.
the company.
And the same time as well, guys, I don't know if you've actually seen the 24 episode from last year's WrestleMania on the network, and literally, like, it is eye-tearing freaking to see Vince McMahon, who we all know is a hard son of a bitch, and literally, like, he's seeing his three grandsons go out with Shane for the biggest match he's ever done against Undertaker in last year's WrestleMania, and Vince McMahon's crying in the back, and honest to God, I was tearing up and went, God damn you! So, and then literally when you see him come and finish the match, Vince and Shane basically just bawling their eyes out in the back, hugging each other. And I was like, fuck, you don't see that element of Vince. So it was quite nice to see, but a second he was actually like, God damn you, fucking watering up here, fucking watching this shit. So I can understand why you mean he's getting such a push. Like, obviously, it's quite, he's seen Stephanie do it for so many years. He's seen his son do it for some amount of years, but to see him back in the business, he's probably loving seeing his son, what should be taking over the business anyways.
I see.
I have a theory as well on what might happen.
Please.
Isn't this Vince McMahon bloke mates with Donald Trump?
Yeah.
All right, I reckon Donald Trump is going to buy out WWE. All right.
Right,
And
carry on.
it's going to be for the next, say 4 years from now, when he gets elected again because he fixes it. I reckon he's going to turn the WWE into that sort of like gladiatorial match they have in Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome.
Okay.
And
It could happen.
cards.
Let me put a bit of perspective on that one. The only reason why Donald Trump is massive friends with Vince is that Vince's wife, who is an actual... she's a part of the government now. Freaking, she was running for a state. Now she's actually going to be in. Do you know when he's picking his court?
His cabinet.
Well, I think his cabinet. Yeah,
he's not quite a like medieval ruler.
I don't know, freaking. But he's picking. It is talk that she's going to be one of his cabinet.
Right.
I think she is on his cabinet, isn't she?
She is already.
yeah.
Is she? I'm not sure if she was or not.
Is she like the Minister of Wrestling or something?
No, she's actually got a head on her shoulders. Genuine. The wife has. Vince is just fucking a proper roid head. Die roids, like.
That's our chances of getting him on here, fuck then.
Doping, maybe.
Doping.
Yeah, but that's what I think it'll be. It'll be like
Boys.
some sort of future blood sport.
Boys, I got a question.
Must be the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And this is moving off the topic of wrestling now, but I just wanted to ask, like three of my mates, like, do you guys believe in Valentine's Day?
No.
Yes.
Jake?
It's a Tuesday.
But
No, I don't. I totally don't agree. It's a money-making scheme that literally we have created to make more money for a day. That really, why is it only one day we have to tell our loved ones we love them? Literally, it's okay, they've made it more of a sentimental day, but people have made it that bracket that, today I have to go and tell my loved one I love them because it's Valentine's Day. That should be a permanent day on a regular basis. Like, if you loved somebody, you would state it quite regular. Again, you don't need a day to be stating that fact. And again, it's only because then the cards, the chocolate, the roses, the etc., 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 etc. Again, that's just so much. It's now become a juggernaut of a day.
So I take it you don't buy anything for your missus then?
Oh no, I still do. Freaking again, because it's I don't like the sentiment of it, but I agree to it because naturally, freaking she likes it. And again, that's the part and parcel of it all, is that naturally you do it to make sure the loved one has a good day. If she abides by the same rules, well, naturally you got yourself a bit of you both come from the same page, but. At the end of the day, it never comes down to that bracket. It's always one likes it one way, one likes it the other.
So essentially, because otherwise you won't hear the end of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you said yes, Ash. What do you think?
I enjoy it, I'll be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we kind of get each other stuff. Like, I've got her flowers to be delivered to work, I got her a card, and I got her some Animal Crossing amiibo cards. And
Oh, nice.
I've just, subtly emailed her my Games Workshop wish list.
Oh.
Subtly.
Nice.
We're going to go to town. We're going to have food. It'll be fun. I don't mind. It is. Yeah, I agree with Paul. It's corporate bullshit, but you know, it's okay. It's all right with me.
What about
Didn't
you, Jake?
Oh, sorry.
Before you jump in, Paul.
Yeah, no, sorry.
But I quite like. I don't know. It's like it's a bit of a laugh, isn't it? At least it's not like in Japan, what they do in Japan, where I think on the 14th they all like the women buy men chocolates,
Right.
and then on March 14th, like the month later, everyone's bought you chocolate. You have to buy them an expensive gift.
Okay.
So at least it's not like that, isn't it?
So the Japanese men get shafted, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well.
That is
intriguing.
shit.
I didn't know that fact.
That is
School day every day, eh?
I know.
Friggin' did not know that. Friggin' that's actually quite intriguing.
What if you're a married man and like loads of women buy you chocolate?
You fucked.
I think
Get shafted.
What if you're
I
like
think it's more like a school thing, like
All right,
for
that's fair
younger
enough.
kids. But
expensive to me?
I could be wrong.
Like fucking name brand Coke. So like
Speaking of Japan, how many of you have seen Attack on Titan season 1?
yes,
I am literally one person probably in this party who hasn't seen it, but I have played the game and I need to see the season. This season 1 is it, or is it now season 2?
Season 1. What about you, Wash? Have you
I
seen
need to get
it?
on to it.
I've seen the first 2 episodes. And I didn't enjoy it.
Oh, that's blasphemy.
No, I just thought it was very well like animated and all that sort of thing, but I just didn't think it was as much as people make it out to be.
I need to get around to it. The game is beautifully made. Friggin' like the game probably looks exactly the same as the anime, and the stunning the way it looks like.
You got a Weeb station now.
Have I got a what?
A Weeb station.
What the fuck is that?
A PlayStation.
No, it's on
Weeb
Smegbox.
Station.
It's mostly Weeb games, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love Weeb.
Yeah.
I'm a Weeb.
Weebo.
That's
I'm not on the freaking PlayStation yet.
Yeah.
It's close to it though.
So I take it only me and Jake are looking forward to season 2 then this year.
Oh, I can't wait.
Other boys don't give a fuck, eh?
I'm sure if you had Matthew on, he would be very excited.
All over your face like a jest.
Yeah.
Fucking sacked the game excited.
Yeah.
Have you caught up the reading, Lars, yet?
No, not yet. I will catch up. I've had so much other reading to do about 15th century fucking lay reading. Trust me, it's not fun. Actually, it's alright. It's alright.
That's only for your degree. It's not like important like Attack on Titan, you know.
I know. I see your logic. It makes so much more sense to me. Well, I got a question for you boys, which I was thinking of earlier while I was meant to be working. Is BB-8 the love child of R2-D2?
No.
But you like R2-D2 and question mark. Who are the possible parents?
I think he's the bowel
BPO.
movement of
the bowel movement.
of R2D2.
Isn't C3PO the freaking basically the adopted father of BB-8?
So if that was true, how would C3PO and R2-D2 have sex?
No, but they wouldn't. You wouldn't C3PO just made it.
They have sockets and stuff, don't they? So it's like plugging in a USB cable.
Lars, do we need to go through the birds and the bees? Though? Literally, like how freaking.
No, I'm asking. And Jake's put a good theory forward. How would they have sex if they did?
Like
they couldn't. They're robots.
In the auxiliary port.
Auxiliary port, right? USB 3.0.
Lots of dongles.
3.5.
So R2. All right then.
I didn't think BB-8 was as cute and amazing as people thought. Like I didn't.
I liked him. Freaking, he was a funny, entertaining character in it. But I wouldn't have said he was nowhere near an R2D2, or even best, the newer one that's in Rogue One.
I still haven't seen it.
I may add watch it twice. Phenomenal movie. Freaking, to be honest, one of the best Star Wars movies I've ever watched.
I fucking hated it.
Fucking really?
I quite enjoyed it.
I hated it.
Oh, I fucking loved it. Genuine, absolutely loved every second of it.
I still haven't seen it. One day.
Don't.
Friggin' yeah, but there's the robot in it. What's the robot called in the newest version?
Shit, that's what it's called, pal.
Isn't he like supposed to be like that HK or whatever he's called?
Yeah, he's actually the most funniest thing in it. Friggin' he
I
is your
thought it
version of
was
BB-8.
So boring.
Yeah.
Really? I'm flabbergasted you're stating this, don't I? And I
Gosh.
thought it was one of the best Star Wars movies I've watched.
You do realise you've got to watch it now.
Me?
Yeah.
One day. When's the
You've
Blu-ray
got
out?
you've got to put your opinion on an episode of the podcast because it's such a big debate here.
When's the Blu-ray out?
I don't know. Is it still in cinemas?
Yes, it is. But the same time as well is that Star Wars obviously like to pump them out left, right, and goddamn centre because naturally they needed to be out and onto Now TV or Sky in that kind of bracket for the time of the next movie. So within a year base, we would literally have it Blu-rayed or DVD.
I'm
and
probably
then
going to
out
say
thing.
September time.
I wouldn't even say that. I would say late July.
Yeah, I'd say like July.
Yeah, freaking late July, then out in November period, then out on Sky, December 15th.
You don't still have Sky, do you, Paul?
I have Now TV. Freaking.
You fool.
Oh, that's good. Now TV's a lot better.
Yeah.
I just have like nothing plugged into my telly.
Xbox?
Yeah, the Xbox. But,
Xbox.
that fucking new update is god awful. So
I have.
It's fucking your TV, in other words.
Yeah. Giving it a good one. If you boys are into watching anime, I've got one to recommend you, and me and Jake were talking about it before. Is Carbonari of the Iron Fortress.
How's that?
It's really good.
So basically, the plot sort of is like, it's weird. It's like in samurai sort of times, but it's not because they have this giant train and they have guns and stuff. But there's zombies like all around, like infecting like the villagers and stuff. But they have this giant train that all the villagers jump on, and the train keeps moving.
Okay.
But the zombies that attack.
Train tracks.
Yeah.
And it's literally like everything's. It's like steam powered. So it's almost like like steampunk kind of thing, but based in samurai era kind of thing.
That sounds interesting.
Well, the other one then, freaking since you're on that kind of bracket, is that on Netflix they've done a Netflix original, as they state in, but it is an older version of a cartoon. What is Voltron Legendary Defenders?
I've seen that.
Pretty much Power Rangers in three lion forms, and creates the same kind of setup and has the same kind of elements that you do in Power Rangers, but obviously is animated.
I gotta watch this then.
It's really good.
On Netflix.
It's on Netflix. I've started watching it. The first episode is like an hour long, and then it goes about 20 minutes. 20 minutes per episode. It's for two seasons. Absolutely incredible, genuine. I gotta give it to it. I watched the first episode. I was in. I've watched about 3 or 4 episodes since, and it keeps up. It's funny. Freaking the anime looks absolutely shit hot. It's been made by DreamWorks, so obviously a great developer of cinematic history. Like, so yeah, it's fucking to me it's fucking brilliant. It's bob on, like exactly what you want, and to me it gives you a little more than what the new Power Ranger movie is going to end up giving you. So.
Oh, are you a skeptic of the new Power Ranger movie?
Skeptic, genuine. Where do I start?
From the beginning.
Do I start? Where do I start the hate train? Freaking anybody jumping on board?
I'll be back in a second. Hold on.
Freaking to me, the new Power Ranger movie is looking dog shite. Now, okay, the latest trailer has swayed me a little bit. Only a tad, but only because literally Zordon does look decent. The rest of it looks awful. Absolutely god shite awful. Friggin' I don't even know where to start. Like, and how is it? Do you know, like, this feels an awful lot like the Ghostbusters, right? And talk about that's another subject that we could go on for another hour or so. But the same time as well is that when the Ghostbuster trailer got lynched, and everybody said how shit it was, somebody made it an edited version and said it looked amazing. And again, the public was swayed to this edited version that somebody made because they put the older music on. Vice versa, the Power Ranger movie, people have been quite a skeptic over it. Somebody else has made an edited version of it now and put the old Power Ranger music, and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
But again, it's going to be one of them kind of movies that I'll end up boycotting again, because I boycotted Ghostbusters. To me, I'm a massive fan of the old Ghostbusters, and I boycotted the female version because naturally, to me, I did not want to give a dime to something I didn't believe looked right or even got the storyline right.
Have you seen it since?
I have watched it on. I had one of my mates download it, and I've ended up watching it. Okay, it's good.
Are you using quotes for mates again?
Yeah. Freaking, I don't have any friends. No. But freaking the symptoms are like freaking. It's good, but it's not as good as what you remember the old one being. Like they give a cheeky wink to the three members. I won't say where or when if you haven't watched it, because obviously there's people probably listening to this. Or
That's just Tom.
just Tom who does it. But
Hey, I'm 50
like,
other views.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just something about the way they set it up. Just something didn't feel right about it. The characters didn't match that well. The trailer didn't do any justice. As I stated, the trailer made it look diabolical. The film was decent. It wasn't amazing, though. And I remember watching the Ghostbusters. I can still watch the Ghostbusters right now, and to me, that is still an outstanding movie. And I feel it's going to be vice versa for the Power Ranger movie. Coming back to the what I just stated, is that it's going to be like this. It's such a big thing, Power Rangers was, to every single child, even to this day and age, to our day and age, to the youngest guys watching it right now. To see then the movie give homages back to the old one and then just destroy it. I don't know. Like, to me, that's the only people who are going to end up watching this movie is the people who loved it from day one, and they just
There's a lot of us.
Well, fuck yeah, there is.
There's a lot of it.
I've no
And
idea.
they're obliterating our memories of what we remember as Alpha being a robot. They've now made him into an alien. I understand it.
Just
I
go on
understand it.
Netflix. All the seasons are there.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. Like, to watch what I enjoy, I could go on Netflix and watch it. But at the same time as well, like, why aren't they making the movie? Like, if they're going to make a movie, why don't they just homage it, not literally destroy everything that we knew about it? I mean, Goldar doesn't look like Goldar. Alpha doesn't look like Alpha. Zordon is now an alien, and it used to be the Red Ranger.
Isn't it
Rita Repulsa's now the
Bryan
Green
Cranston
Ranger.
being Zordon?
Yeah, and he looks good in it. That's
You know
the
it's going to
problem.
be good, though. Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the last trailer, though. It has shown
I
Bryan
haven't seen
Cranston.
any
He
of
looks
them.
decent. The latest trailer has looked a lot better. But again, they've actually showed the Megazords as well, and the Megazords to me don't look that good. And the actual full, it ends up transforming itself into the major Megazord. That to me doesn't look. Do you remember like the old one where when they connected, you could see the separated parts? When it goes into the main Megazord or the new one, it doesn't look like the separated parts. And secondly, they don't all go into the main segment of the body. They all stay in their elemented parts they've gone into.
I think they're probably not like you see the separated parts now because technology has probably advanced a lot since the 90s to make things look better, maybe.
Yeah, but like you would still expect them to go up into the main body of the ship because naturally they combine in as one. It made more sense in the series. Why wouldn't it make sense in the movie? And they done it in Ivan Ooze. Well, one of the best Power Ranger movies they bloody well made. Laughs out loud at that one.
Yeah. Do you think they are making it for the original fans, or do you think they're actually making it?
No, they're making it for a new public.
Audiences?
New audience, straight up new audience.
Yeah, it's a reboot, isn't it?
Yeah, because they got 3 movies in the lineup for it. As much as they did it for Fantastic Four, you never come out and state, "Oh, this film's going to be amazing. We got 3 already pre-lined up for it." And you can tell with the storyline they're making it that route because naturally Rita's the Green Ranger, Zordon's the Red Ranger, and they're making this. They're getting 5 different people. To me, it just doesn't do the justice for me. Like, it really doesn't.
I feel like you were just speaking Spanish for like 10 minutes. I have no idea what you were on about there.
Oh, we were talking about the new Power Ranger movie, but still, freaking.
No, I figured that much, but I'm just all right.
Did you not watch
I don't-
Power Rangers when you were younger?
Yeah, when I was younger, but like I don't have any nostalgia for it.
Really?
I'm coming across as a right miserable cunt on this, aren't I?
It seems like you just hated everything, Ash.
I suppose I do.
Except for Fallout.
Well, let's not get into
Well,
that.
you do hate Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Right. Get this one now, right? Let's go back in a bit of a history, right? Ash is the one who got me into Fallout 3, right? Possibly still one of the best games I've ever fucking played in my full entire existence.
Right.
It is an incredible game from start to finish. The story is beautiful, freaking everything to it. You're in awe of it straight through the full entire game. And if you needed, me and Ash at one stage used to work together, and literally we used to go down. I used to go down to the lodge with my Xbox 360, plug it up into the TV, and we'd play it on a night shift.
That's good.
And any parts I would miss, he'd end up helping me all legendary guns, and I don't know, he just made the game to me. It was incredible. And then Vegas came along. I wasn't a fan of Vegas.
I was. Yeah.
And then Fallout 4.
Yeah.
And to be honest, to me, it made it for a different audience. I don't know if you felt the same, Ash, but it did make it for a different audience than what Fallout 3 was made for.
Yeah, it did. It's very, new user friendly. It's a shooty bang bang Adderall sort of audience. And
at the same time as well, I don't think a lot of people realised some of the cheeky winks of celebrities they had in it in Fallout 4. Like as much as Clogsworth was, what's his name? The guy of Faulty Towers, Cleese, is it?
He wasn't.
Clogsworth? Was it?
No, I don't think there's any famous people in it in that sort of sense.
I'm pretty sure it was, dude. I'm sure. I forgot his fucking name now. I think it's something Cleese.
John Cleese.
I'm sure
the
he
guy
was
in
Clogsworth.
Fable games.
Yeah, you sure you're not mixing it up with Fable now?
No, dude. I'm pretty sure it was when I am going on IMDb now on my tablet.
Way ahead of you.
Me too. Who is it?
Jake, fill in.
I just think the Fallout 4, the biggest problem for me was the fact that they overhauled the dialogue system completely from Fallout 3 and New Vegas, which I thought was one of the strongest things about them two games. And the fact they put in the voice protagonist just ruined it for me. And I still have not.
No, one of the first...
I can't play that game.
No, there's a guy called Stephen Russell, and he also voiced Nick Valentine.
Oh, that's cool.
Really? Who done Clogsworth?
Codsworth, man.
Cogsworth. I don't know what I call him, Clogsworth. Fuck it.
Do you know, the first mod I installed on that game removed the player voice.
Oh, wow, that's class.
Yeah, and it brought it back to... there's only 4 maximum, obviously, because they only allowed the way they changed it. But it looked like the old one.
Yeah, but is it me, right? Did you feel straight away, right, in Fallout 4, that there were so many game-breaking glitches in it that you could play the game on extraordinary easy levels? Like, if you got the dog from the petrol station that came back up into the vault, you could grab the freeze gun, the freeze gun from the actual vault itself that was locked up until level 29 or something, and you could just send the dog in, and the dog would grab it straight away with ammo.
Yeah,
and then you'd have the freeze gun, and then the book that you pick up from your actual house that ends up getting nuked. You go into it, you could put it down, but if you get the dog to pick it up, and then you pick it up and then read, and then put it back down again, you could do it as many times as you wanted, and then you could just max out your character.
Yeah, but that's part and package of a Bethesda game, really.
Yeah, that's true.
Game-breaking bugs and... Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. I'll give it that.
What do you boys think the next Elder Scrolls game is going to be called?
Have they leaked it already? I'm sure they leaked it. Is it like the... Oh, what are the cat people called?
Elsewhere. No, that was a tease. That was a fake thing.
Oh, it was a fake thing.
I heard it could be Hammerfell.
They've done that though already, haven't they? Oh, Daggerfall. Daggerfall, that was. Yeah.
Do you mean Elder Scrolls, the one that went online, or do you mean
this is the franchise? So
so the new Elder Scrolls, so the next Skyrim, essentially.
All right, I was thinking.
I don't know where it's going to be based, but I think it'll just be called Sorry for Elder Scrolls Online. You know.
Well, I was actually playing that last night, and I don't know, it's not good, but something makes me play it.
That's just like your standard MMO, like bloody, like addictiveness. That's all that is.
I don't know. I felt
Yeah.
with the game, it like held your hand for about 5 minutes, and it felt like you didn't need to be held hand through that segment. And then when it didn't let you hold your hand, it would let you into like, wait, where the fuck do I go now? It was like just lobbed you in the middle of the jungle. That's what it felt like to me. Like where the points you needed it, the help, they didn't give it, and whether you did have it, you didn't want it. It was such a badly set up game. Oh, I hated that game flat out.
So not a
Nice
lover.
work for that.
That's the first thing
No,
I think
I-
of you to be negative about.
Look
So,
at-
usually so enthusiastic about
On
things.
Power Rangers.
Yeah,
Oh, Power Rangers.
Lead one on Power Rangers.
Yeah, the film, but not the TV series.
Oh yeah,
True,
freaking I
true.
love the TV series.
Yeah.
Freaking nothing beats the
Fucking-
TV series to me. Freaking that's a legendary status.
Do you know I've painted a model while we've been doing this?
What model?
It's in the WhatsApp.
Oh, I
Who
would
is it?
actually have a look at it better.
It's just from the Project Z zombie board game.
Is it
cool.
a zombie?
Yeah, it's a zombie.
Looks a bit badass to me holding our stuff.
It's a drip. It's easy. Hang on. I'll take one from the back. Hold on. Hang on.
Oh,
I know this is riveting to people who can't see it, but I'll put it as a thumbnail or something. Fuck it.
fuck the police.
I can't actually see it at the moment. I'm holding my phone up to my ear.
You're not missing much, Jake.
You want to know the most funniest thing, guys, right? And I nearly just took the image and give it to you because I think you guys would have just loved it.
Right.
Is that if you shove in Cunch of Bunts, am I saying that right?
Cunch Of Bunts, yeah.
Yeah, right. You put that into Google, the first image that comes up is a yellow camper van with that painted across it in the front.
Is it?
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
ours.
Could be. From the future. You brought it back with your time travels.
With my
So,
chimp.
It's the only image that has that in full entire title on it, and it actually says Cunch of Bunts. Freaking in grey paint across a yellow camper van.
Hey.
Shout out to Camper Van.
Look at this. This is fitting. I just Googled a name, and on Urban Dictionary, a number of idiots, usually 3 or more.
Wow,
That's what Cunch Of Bunts is on Urban Dictionary.
that's fucking cool as
Class.
shit. That's really cool as shit. Yeah.
Except we're not idiots.
And sometimes it's just 2 of us. Hey, you type it in as well. The podcast is the 3rd result that comes up. Freddos and Dongs.
Nice.
What is
That's
that?
really, really good to have. Freaking
What
when you're
does...
in.
Hey, Ash, that still pisses me off about the fucking inflation of Freddos, though.
I know. And that fucking...
Yeah, but I noticed you guys, right? I had to. Right, I'm going to bring up some points in this, right, from episode 1.
Right.
Because naturally, like, you guys have obviously produced them a little earlier than they need to, but still, this is amazing. You guys didn't talk about chomps. You talked about Taz's, you talked about Freddos, you didn't talk chomps or even fudges.
Oh, we
If
talk
I'm
about
right.
fudges.
Talk about fudges.
Sorry, you
I did
did.
mention
Sorry,
fudges.
fudges, and you said you couldn't find them. Now, may I add as well, I have a massive description about that one. You can find them in every goddamn shop, Lars. What the hell are you on about?
Told you.
Freaking home bargains, Tesco's, you name it, you can grab one. The ones you can hardly find these
I
days,
will
the chomps.
believe you if you tell me what description means.
Oh, here we go. Let's go to the dyslexic guy who just lobbed out a word.
I got really thrown off by it. I was like, what? What shops then? Because I don't leave the house. I'm a hermit.
Home bargains via Tesco's, Co-op, freaking you name it, they got them there. The only place that doesn't do them because they do the cheaper version. That's freaking Aldi's and Lidl's because they got the German versions.
Hey, they might taste better.
Schnitzel Fratzel.
Schnitzel Futzel.
But the ones you don't see that much is chomps. Chomps have just become an
Extinct.
enigma.
I don't think I'd categorise like chomps as the same sort of thing as like Freddos and Taz's. Because like,
No,
they were always like 30p sort of thing.
Shut your lid. They were 10 pence.
No, I wouldn't.
Freaking, what's this lies are you?
I always
I'm
thought
here,
them was-
somebody's lying to make friends here, do you know?
Like, I always thought they would be more of like a normal sort of chocolate bar, whereas like a Freddo and a Taz, and I'm sure there was another one they did in between. Were like,
I'm sure there's another one. I can't
Yeah.
remember what though.
Yeah, there was one that literally had the pop. What's it called? The crackling thing.
oh no, that
where
was just, that
you'd
was
eat
just the Freddo with just like crackling candy, and that was different. There's like one, there's like a different name altogether.
I don't think it was, dude. Unless you're talking about.
No,
would say-
I do remember something. I can't remember it though.
Taz's were legendary, freaking, because they went from 10 pence to 20 pence, and then they just went non-existent.
Mm.
Freaking, and then
Freddos though.
oh yeah,
Which
They're
basically
legit.
Taz is, but No.
Oh yeah, but they're nothing. They're nothing to what Taz's used to be. Taz's was the fucking
The
they were
boys.
balls.
Just
Fucking-
caramel, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it kind of was. But it's the same as a chomp though. Freaking a chomp is just chocolate with caramel.
Oh, you're
I'm
right.
looking at
I am literally. I am going to argue the case on chomp.
I'm looking at the chocolate bars that need to be brought back.
Curly
I
Wins.
got Time Out. Do you remember that?
Oh wow,
Well,
wow.
timeout is nice.
The
Toffo.
legend. Oh
Toffo.
wow, that's old school.
What else have we got here? Fuse. Oh fuck, I remember Fuse. Do you remember that?
Wow, I haven't heard that name in a fucking god.
The Kit Kat Karamark.
Mm.
Oh,
I got toasted
Yeah, but you-
coconut banjo.
does anybody remember? Do you remember freaking Karamak?
Oh yeah.
That chocolate is legit. It doesn't taste the same anymore though.
Taz bars on the list.
Yes.
Taz bars.
Oh, Echo. I don't think I remember that.
Oh, Echo man, freaking yeah. Oh god, you are talking to the fattest fucker you're like fucking buster.
Marble.
Or like the Cadbury's version of Ripple.
Yeah. pretty much.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Did you just say marble?
Those are the only ones I recognise, to be
No,
honest.
marble was like white and milk chocolate mixed together, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think you were talking about the one before it though.
All right. Okay.
So what we were right on that, Ash. Freaking, I think it was like a flake. And
I thought you just asked me if I wanted one. I was like, yeah.
well, never guess what, guys. Right? I bought something today back. Was legendary status in my eyes, anyways. Because there's been a running joke with us in working myself, and me and my mate literally quoted of this guy who looks like Sloth from the Goonies,
All right.
and it's always like, "Hey, you guys!" every goddamn time. And the one thing that he eats is called Baby Ruths. Lo and behold, went on the shop at Davac, and I found myself Baby Ruths.
All right.
Friggin', they taste phenomenal.
They are amazing.
Honest to God, I can understand why Chuck was literally doing the belly dance for them. Friggin', it was legit. Think of a nougat. Do you like the nougat we have literally like the pink and white one with nuts?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Think of that, but with chocolate and caramel.
All right.
And it's more smaller, more dense, but obviously tastes a little more American style chocolate. Had it with 25 pence a pop. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna be straight up, right? I went to Wilkinson's a day back, and they got a sale. Now, anybody who doesn't know what Wilkinson's is, if you're from beyond the UK, it's a shop that we have around here that just sell fucking every fucking odds and end, to be quite honest.
Sorry, Tom's in Carmarthen by his Wilco's there.
But the same time as well, right? Freaking, I went in there day back, and what I see before me was a box full of Kit Kat Chunkies, pack of 4, for 25 pence.
Wow.
And I'm not gonna lie, I walked out with 64.
64.
64 freaking bars of Kit Kat Chunkies. Genuine. I literally bought 4 quid's worth of freaking Kit Kat Chunkies. It is legit.
You're gonna be diabetic.
If you look at my fridge, it looks like a diabetic stream.
All night.
Do you boys remember Drifters?
Well, like,
Like I remember
hobos.
drifters.
Like what?
Hobos.
Yeah, almost.
They're just wafers with freaking chocolate in the middle of them.
What about Strikers?
I don't remember Strikers. I don't remember that chocolate. You sure that was over here?
Well, I don't know. I'm just looking on Google.
No, I don't know any of these.
No, I don't remember Striker. I do remember
Boost.
Drifter was amazing.
Oh, Boost. You still get Boost.
Boost literally is my glucose.
Star Bar.
No.
Yeah, Star Bars taste like shit.
It just hit an hour, by the way.
All right.
Oh,
Fuck, that's flown.
So I'll edit this part out, but you want to wrap it up a bit, because any longer
Okay, no.
it's going to take days to process.
I know it is. Let's go. Freaking.
all right then. We'll call it a day then, fellas.
All right.
Thanks for joining us on the podcast, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode. If you
Guys,
boys want to say goodbye?
Yeah, and literally, well, I'm Paul Ennis, and literally, it's been nice talking to whoever's listening to us. Tom. Freaking.
Tom and his mate.
Yeah. Genuine. I'm glad to come on anytime you want, boys. So naturally, just give me a buzz, and I'll be happy to come on any night you want.
Good stuff.
Cool.
And
Well,
Has Jake had the bag over his head again? Oh.
Yeah, the bag's coming down now, so I'm going down for another session. But hopefully next time I'll We'll get cut off next time. But,
Oh, Jake, that would have been so much more funny if you literally acted as if you were getting waterboarded.
Nah, I think I'd get a call from like Amnesty International or something if you did that. Yeah, and I've been a miserable fucker.